Have you ever seen a design that just twists how you see things? Something that seems to bend and shift right there on your wrist.
Yeah.
We're talking about those, rare pieces that really challenge what you expect. They blur the lines between something solid and, well, an illusion. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into a watch that does exactly that. The Anoma A1 Optical.
Yeah, and this isn't just about, telling the time.
No, definitely not. It's this fascinating look at how a London micro brand, Anoma, is kind of shaking things up. They're using a really unconventional design approach in watchmaking. So our mission here is to unpack all the details of this watch, from its very unique shape, inspired by art, by nature, right through to that amazing optical art dial.
And understand how it gets that name, anomaly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just so you know, all the insights we're sharing, they come straight from excerpts from Anoma A1 Optical, a vision of distortion and design. It's your shortcut to getting this intriguing piece.
Well, what I find really compelling is how Anoma, founded by Matteo Violet Vianello, has, fully embraced its name, Anomaly. They've used that idea to carve out their own space.
Right. In a market that can feel a bit samey sometimes.
Exactly. Saturated with big names, high prices. They saw a chance to do something genuinely different. Their whole thing isn't just about keeping time accurately. It's really about pioneering design. They pull inspiration from modern art, architecture, even organic forms you see in nature.
Okay.
So this isn't just launching another brand, it's a strategic move, They're trying to build a following among collectors who care more about that avant-garde look and, importantly, accessible prices rather than just traditional watch history.
That makes sense.
It's an approach a lot of newer micro brands are taking, right? Focusing on original design, making it affordable. It kind of redefines how you get into high-concept watch design.
Okay, so that focus on design as a disruptor, it sounds really ambitious. If Anoma's goal is to challenge perception, where does that anomaly first show up on the A1 Optical? What hits you first?
Oh, it absolutely starts with the case, no question. They didn't just stick a cool dial in a standard round case or a square one. The A1 Optical has this sculpted, kind of rounded, triangular shape. Very distinct.
A triangle. Interesting.
Yeah, and the form itself is inspired by this free-form 1950s table designed by Charlotte Perriand, an architect. That table was pretty revolutionary back then.
Huh.
And, stepping back, the shape also kind of reminds you of smooth stones. Like ones worn down by water in a stream, really organic.
Yeah, I can picture that. That sort of organic, almost fluid feeling seems key.
Yeah.
You mentioned a lack of traditional bits. How does that factor into the case design itself?
Precisely. That organic feel is central. It's all about a seamless design. You won't find traditional lugs sticking out or even a visible crown kind of cluttering up the smooth lines.
So where is the crown then?
It's actually recessed into the case. Really clever. You get to it through this cutaway section on the case back.
Oh, smart.
And size-wise, it's 39 millimeter by 38 millimeters and about 9.45 millimeter thick. But it wears thinner than you might think. Because of that profile, it curves inward. It's this really careful attention to the small stuff, the details, that makes the case feel so connected to those artistic, natural inspirations.
Okay, so the case is definitely unique. But beyond that, it's really the dial that grabs your attention, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Can you break down how this op art idea works, specifically with Adam Furr's design?
Yeah.
How does it create that mesmerizing look?
Yeah, this is where the optical part of the name really comes alive. Optical art. It's this abstract style that uses distorted geometric patterns. The whole point is to create an illusion, movement, vibration, depth, right on a flat surface.
Okay.
So for the A1 Optical, Furr carefully created 50 rounded triangles echoing the case shape, remember?
Right, a case shape.
He did this by dragging a sharp tool across the metal base. Then they were sandblasted and hand-polished, all to get this very precise level of reflectiveness.
Wow.
And that distortion, that's the key. It orchestrates that whole mind-bending effect as the light hits it.
I can imagine.
You can get it in copper or silver for the dial, and both come with a gray-grained Italian leather strap. Even the hands, they're leaf-shaped but rounded, keeping that organic feel going through the whole watch.
That process for the dial sounds incredibly detailed. Dragging a tool, sandblasting, polishing. It makes you appreciate that the distortion isn't just like a cool effect. It's real craftsmanship.
Painstaking.
I can just picture holding it, turning it in the light, watching those triangles seem to shimmer and shift.
Exactly.
So with all this innovative design on the outside, what's actually powering this anomaly? And maybe more practically, how does someone actually get their hands on one?
Sure. So underneath that screwed down case back, it's running a reliable Swiss Solita SW100 automatic movement. It gives you about a 42-hour power reserve.
Go Solita. Common choice for micro brands, right?
Very common and strategic. It lets brands like Anoma put their focus and their budget into the really revolutionary stuff like the case and dial, while still having dependable timekeeping, without the huge cost of developing an in-house movement or using something super high-end.
Makes sense.
These first ones are pretty limited, though. Only 150 numbered pieces in each dial, color, copper, and silver. And for those first 300 numbered watches, they actually come with an original numbered artwork by Adam Feurer himself.
Oh, wow. That adds another layer.
Definitely adds to the artistic value.
And what about the cost and when people can actually buy them?
Right. So these numbered pieces go for GBP 2200, excluding tax. They officially launched on August 4th, but orders open very soon, August 7th at 2 p.m. GMT.
Okay, good to know.
And if you manage to snag one, shipping is expected around October 2025. Non-numbered versions will come later in the year, but yeah, those initial ones with the artwork are pretty special.
So let's kind of wrap this up. After digging into it, what really stands out about the Anoma A1 Optical? I mean, to recap, it genuinely feels like a testament to a unique creative vision, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It merges that architectural inspiration, the natural forms, and this really captivating optical art,
Yeah.
all in one functional watch. This deep dive has really shown you the why behind its design, hasn't it?
Yeah.
From that neat recessed crown to the dial that seems to move. It shows how Anoma is really making its mark by focusing on original design and keeping it accessible.
Yeah, and I think it highlights how you can get up to speed on something complex like this pretty quickly, and hopefully it helps you appreciate how art, engineering, and maybe a bit of rebellious design can come together in watchmaking.
Totally agree. Which leaves us with a final thought. In a world just flooded with information, think about an object like this Anoma A1 Optical. Something literally designed to create an illusion of movement. How might that challenge our own perception of time? Does it maybe invite us to look a bit closer? To question what we're seeing? And maybe, just maybe, to find some beauty in things that are a bit unconventional. Something to think about.